What's up, people? This is RGC, and I got a pickup video that I'm doing for, midway through October of 2013. Anyway, been doing quite a bit of purchasing online, as well as some trading, some various Instagram trades, and some local purchases, Craigslist deals and stuff like that. And I got some stuff. So I'm going to start off by showing a PlayStation 1 pickup here. Sorry about this taking so long, but they packed it pretty well. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh dang, they really got this thing in here. Maybe I should have opened this before I started shooting the video. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. Wipeout. Black label. Futuristic racer game. Anti-grav, hovercraft. I like the Wipeout series. Great music, great fast-paced action. It's a game you can just hop in and play and have a good time. So, I like games like that. It gives me a time to relax and just enjoy the gaming experience without having to collect anything or stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I have Wipeout XL and I have Wipeout 3 for the PlayStation 1. So glad to finally get this one. This actually came in a long box version that I believe was an early PlayStation 1 release back in roughly like what, 95, 96, somewhere in there. But I got the original or standard jewel case version, so only saw two copies of this on eBay at the time, so I just got that one. So glad to have that. Anyway, another purchase, Sonic Gems collection. Now, I currently do not have a GameCube, but this was a game that I really wanted. And I do have a GameCube available that I could play at any time. This is a really good game, and I really don't commonly run across this game, especially complete. But GameCube games are becoming harder and harder to find. The GameCube was one of those underrated kind of niche kind of systems that not everybody really got into or thought it was too kiddie or whatever. But it has a lot of gems per se on that console. So this is a good one to pick up. It has pretty much all the Game Gear Sonic games on it, like Sonic 1, 2, Chaos, Triple Trouble, stuff like that. Also has Sonic CD and Sonic the Fighters on it, which is pretty cool. The ports are done pretty well, so it's a pretty good pickup. It's complete, discs, manual, inserts, all that. So I'm pretty happy about that. You may pay about 15 bucks for the game, but I'm seeing less and less copies of GameCube games in general in the wild. So if you see some GameCube games at a pawn shop, any place where you can get them at a good deal, I suggest getting them. Alright, another eBay purchase. If I can get this out here. Okay, Hyperzone does not have the insert in the box, but it does come with the manual and the cartridge, no dust cover. It is a futuristic shooter game. Pretty cool, kind of got my interest, so I'm a sucker for a complete in-box Super Nintendo game, so I was real happy to pick that one up. Didn't cost that much, so I'm always about saving a few dollars. I'm more of a platformer type of guy, but I like shooters too. Anyway, on to my favorite console, the N64. Got another futuristic racer game, F-Zero X. Pretty cool game. I played Extreme G and stuff back when I was younger for the Nintendo 64, but I never got around to getting F-Zero. So finally got a chance to pick it up. It's incomplete, of course, just the cartridge only, but it wasn't that expensive. About 12 bucks. Pretty cool game. I think this game actually runs at 60 frames per second, so that's pretty cool for a N64 game. The cartridge feels kind of heavy, so probably has a pretty big chip in it, a motherboard in it, in comparison to some of these other N64 games I have. So pretty good pickup. I look forward to playing it. Let's see, got a trade from one of my buddies on Instagram. Got another copy of Pokemon Yellow. Label, pretty good condition, not bad. It's always cool to have a backup. I already have a complete in-box copy, but you know, it's always good to have another. I don't know if it saves or not, but I can easily replace the battery. I got the tools and stuff to open it up, so always down for getting some you know, Pokemon games. And another eBay purchase. One of the main reasons I love eBay. You can search for what you want, you can find it, and you can get it. No BS. So, Mischief Makers. Platformer. I love platformers. That's just the type of guy I am. Grew up on, you know, Sonic, Mario, Mega Man. So, Bomberman, stuff like that. So platformers, that's what I'm into. So this is a platformer, great 2D action. Think Enix actually published this game, so pretty cool. Looking forward to playing it. And that's another thing. Try to familiarize yourself with the developers and publishers and stuff like that for the games, because that can be a good indicator of if the game's actually going to be valuable or not. Publishers and developers, of course, that you should probably look for, like Konami, Atlas, Squaresoft, Square Enix, Natsume, or Natsume, or whatever. But those are typically pretty good companies. Certain ones have low production runs, like Atlas. They don't tend to make a lot of copies of games, so that's something to keep an eye out for. And onto a local deal on Craigslist. Gotta love Craigslist deals. Anyway, some guy had a SNES, all the cords, and 2 official controllers and some games for 75 bucks. I didn't pay 75 bucks, but I made a decent offer, and I walked away with a Super Nintendo in great condition. I mean, no yellowing, no cracking. The power port right there has no crack in it. As you can see, it's still intact. A little circular inside part on the left, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show you the games in a second, but the thing about buying in lots is make sure the lot pays for itself. I'm not interested in everything that came in this lot, but if you get a lot, make sure you can at least break even by trading or selling the stuff you don't want in the lot. So I was thinking about possibly selling or trading this away and keeping some of the games, but I don't see Super Nintendos in this great condition all the time, so I will be keeping this, and I will have 2 Super Nintendos in working condition. So, yep. Got official power supply here. 2 more official controllers. I got like 6 official Super Nintendo controllers, not including these 2. Some aftermarket hookups here, AV, RCA hookups, and got some games too. But yeah, man, if you whoever, if you buying in lots and stuff like that, make sure the games or the console or whatever you're getting with the additional stuff, of course, make sure there's some stuff in there you want. But if you don't want to keep everything, make sure the lot will pay for itself. So got Donkey Kong 2, Diddy Kong Quest, that's pretty cool. Got Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, another copy of Super Mario World. This game is easily 10 bucks. I'm thinking these are around 15 each in value. Star Fox 64. Label in pretty good condition besides the X or whatever, so that's pretty cool. About $12 game. A blue variant of The World Is Not Enough. Of course, this game is an EA game. It's not the not made by Rareware like GoldenEye 007, and it's not really as good. But I have a gray variant of this cart, and now I have a blue one. I will be keeping that one. Donkey Kong 64, it's in real good condition. I will be keeping this one. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, not in great condition. Label fading, stain. Well, yeah, got a sticker or something on the back too. Won't be keeping that one. Blast Core, pretty cool game. I think it's worth about $7-8 right now. Probably won't be keeping it though. It has a sticker or something on the back. But yeah, if you're buying in lots and stuff, there's nothing wrong with you know, buying a lot for what you want if you can get it at a decent price and trading away the stuff you don't, and essentially, or selling the stuff you don't want, and your purchase will pay for itself in a sense. One thing I do to kind of save money is I don't collect for every system, and I don't buy everything I see retro game related. Collect for what you like or you want. Just like I don't collect for NES, Atari, Jaguar, or Master System and stuff like that. It's not really nostalgic for me, and it just really doesn't interest me. Of course, there's nothing wrong with collecting for a system if that's what you like. I'm not knocking those systems for those who like that stuff. I'm just not much of an 8-bit guy. Anyway, came down to me wanting to complete a copy of a very important game of mine, and I had 2 loose copies of the game, and I figured it was time for me to try to complete one. So I got a box only and insert of Mega Man X. I already have a manual. It's not in the greatest of condition, but the box is okay, not bad. So happy to finally have that. Got the box. And speaking of trading, I came down to making a pretty big decision yesterday with a local trade. As you may know, if you watched some of my earlier videos and you checked out my Instagram, I actually had a copy of Mega Man X3, and I traded it yesterday. That was a very major decision I made. Some people may say it's not the smartest thing I could have done, but it was some games I really wanted, and the Mega Man X wasn't in as great of condition as I would have liked it. So I ran across this guy on Craigslist. He had a big lot of games he was trying to sell because he was in a money emergency, and I will list off some of the games he had. For SNES, he had Wheel of Fortune Complete in Box, NHL 95 CIB Complete in Box, Super WrestleMania CIB, UN Squadron Case and Manual, Zombies Ate My Neighbors with Case and Manual, F-Zero Case and Manual. And when I say case, it's a Nintendo case like you see over there, not a box or anything. Super Mario Kart, Batman Forever, Drakhan, Drakhan, I guess I'm saying it right. Goal for the NES CIB, Sonic CD for the Sega CD, which is CIB, which is pretty cool. I have a copy. It wasn't in as great a condition as his though. Harvest Moon 64, Mario Party 2, Turok 2, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, NFL Blitz, Ready to Rumble Boxing, all those for N64. Sega Genesis, Shadowrun CIB, Super Street Fighter 2 CIB, let's see, Strider CIB, for Game Boy, Metroid Fusion CIB, Shadowgate Classic CIB, Chrysalis, I don't know if he typed that out right, CIB, Final Fantasy Legend 3 with manual, Nintendo World Cup with manual, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins with manual, Donkey Kong Land with manual, Blaster Master with manual. He says that one's kind of rare. Space Invaders with manual, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening with manual, Legend of Zelda Oracle of the Seasons, or Oracle of Seasons with manual, Tetris Blast with manual, Kirby's Dreamland with manual, Dragon Warrior 3, Tetris, Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge, Contra the Alien Wars, and Castlevania Adventure. For the PlayStation, he had a copy of Dragon Warrior 7 Factory Seal, Final Fantasy 8 Factory Seal, Final Fantasy Anthology with Strategy Guide CIB, Final Fantasy 7 with Strategy Guide CIB, Final Fantasy Chronicle CIB, Einhander CIB. I really wanted that Einhander. Some manuals and stuff like that. Either way, he wanted quite a bit of money for it. He was in a money emergency, and I wasn't able to purchase it for what he wanted. But something just told me, just show him what I have and let him know I'm down for some trading. So I sent him a picture of what I had, and I told him I was willing to trade a Mega Man X3. And he said, "You sure you want to trade?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I told him what I was interested in, and I traded the Mega Man X3. And I got some pretty cool stuff. I will buy another Mega Man X3, but I want a complete copy. So, starting off, I got a great condition Mega Man X instruction manual. Some creases and folds and stuff or whatever. Surfaced. I mean, it's minor. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Mario Party 2. Pretty good condition. I can clean this up a little bit, but no real damage and stuff to the label. This is about a $35 game right now on eBay, so it's all good. Harvest Moon 64. Saw it, had to get it. Natsume, Natsum, however you want to say it. Yeah, just let you know. Pretty good game. Don't think they made too many copies of this one, and it probably didn't sell too well. Interesting concept, and not a lot of people into this type of game. Just look it up and you'll see what I mean. But it's not your traditional game. Kind of like an RPG, I guess, in a sense. And you already know Nintendo 64 was not known for having a lot of RPGs, and it was possibly to the detriment of the N64's life or future. Back then, over a third of the N64's library was sports games, and that's very unfortunate. Anyway, and the third game I got is R-Type 3. This is not Super R-Type. This is R-Type 3, Third Lightning, I believe. Not a common game. I have to look on Nintendo Age to see exactly what it ranks under as a rarity, but it's not common. The game roughly goes for around $45-50, just depends. I've seen the manual, which I got with this case. I've seen the manual alone sell for about $45-50. That along with the game, yeah. So that's what I got for Mega Man X3. Got the baggie. The game came in too. So that's pretty much all I picked up this time. I need to get this stuff arranged a little bit better here. But a few quick tips while this stuff is on my mind. Yeah, when it comes to retro collecting and stuff, don't buy every retro game you see. Learn to control your money and control yourself when you see stuff. Not everything is going to be a good buy. Familiarize yourself with the values of the games so you know what you should purchase and what you shouldn't at whatever certain price. Feel free to sell or trade stuff if you know it's worth and you really don't want it, and that can help you continue to expand your collection. Like I said earlier, buy lots, but make sure the lot pays for itself if you want to keep some stuff out of the lot. And you can essentially get stuff for free because the lot you buy will pay for itself. You know, specialize. Don't try to collect for everything. I collect for N64, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. That's about it. But, you know, feel free to choose whatever's nostalgic for you or whatever you like. Act fast if you want to collect for GameCube. I'm seeing less and less of these games in the wild. Yeah, especially original run black labels, and you know, familiarize yourself with what games are actually of value and which ones aren't. RPGs and platformers typically tend to hold pretty good value, especially RPGs. Certain developers, first party titles, uh, like I said, the names, Konami, Atlas, Squaresoft, or Enix. Of course, I know Square Enix and Squaresoft are different. Natsume. Just learn, research and learn, and collect what you want, and go from there. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please excuse my mess here. Feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my Instagram. Let me know what you think. Be doing some more trading and stuff soon. Some of this stuff, some of those may be for trade. Probably keeping this stuff. Definitely keeping this stuff over there. But anyway, have a nice day. This is Retro Gamer Central.